Did you know a tiny, momentary technical glitch, or even just a slow-moving envelope, could literally hike your entire property tax bill by a massive 7% in the blink of an eye? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tackling a seriously high-stakes task for property owners, navigating your Travis County property taxes efficiently, safely, and above all, on time. Whether you're a new homeowner or you've been doing this for decades, getting this right is absolutely crucial for your wallet. I want you to just imagine this for a second. You wake up on February 1st, you're pouring your morning coffee, checking your email, and bam, you realize you owe an immediate, massive penalty on your tax bill. And why? All just because a website loaded slowly the night before, or maybe a letter got delayed in the mail. It is a terrible feeling. And the crazy thing is, it happens to people every single year. And that penalty? It's exactly 7%. That is the state-mandated penalty and interest that kicks in the absolute second you miss the January 31st deadline in Travis County. I mean, think about what your current property tax bill is right now, and then add a whole 7% to it. Yeah, that's a seriously steep price to pay for a random technical glitch or a delayed envelope, right? So to make sure that doesn't happen to you, here is today's roadmap. We'll be covering 1. The Travis County deadline, 2. A step-by-step online walkthrough, 3. Pro tips and pitfalls, 4. Real-life payment scenarios, 5. Frequently asked questions, and finally, 6. A conclusion and disclaimer. Let's jump right into Section 1, the Travis County deadline, and why January 31st is absolutely the most important date of the year. Okay, so take a look at this chain of events. Waiting to mail a physical check is honestly riskier than ever right now. Because the USPS changed its nationwide postmark policy, your envelope is now postmarked when it reaches a regional processing center, not when you first drop it off. And since the tax office legally has to go by the postmark date, a simple 3-day mail delay could easily trigger that immediate 7% penalty on February 1st. And hey, if you're rushing to get this done, you're definitely not alone. According to the county's late January press release, over $2.03 billion in property taxes was still outstanding right before the deadline. So Travis County Tax Assessor Collector Celia Israel strongly encourages you to just skip the trip, avoid the unpredictable weather, and pay safely on their official portal to guarantee your payment goes through on time. Moving right along to Section 2, a step-by-step online walkthrough for navigating traviscountytax.org. The official process is actually super straightforward. You just go to traviscountytax.org, search for your account, add the bill to your cart, and check out through their easy NetPay system. But here's a crucial warning straight from the county. If you wait until the evening of January 31st, you might hit a severe internet jam just from the sheer volume of people trying to log on at once. So please pay early to guarantee you beat the deadline. Now, when you actually reach that checkout screen, your payment choice really matters. Paying via e-check is just a flat $1 fee. I mean, that's basically the price of a postage stamp. On the flip side, using a credit or debit card slaps you with a 3% convenience fee. On a massive property tax bill, 3% is absolutely brutal. ACH and wire transfers are technically free on the county's end, though, your bank might still charge you. To make that search step completely frictionless, you'll want to gather your info beforehand. You don't need all of these things, but having at least one, like your exact property address or that 6-digit billing number printed on your physical bill, will pull your account up instantly. All right, Section 3, Pro Tips and Pitfalls. We're talking about the dangerous allure of the PayPal loophole. So there are these travel blogs out there suggesting you can use PayPal's bill pay feature to push a credit card payment through to Travis County completely fee-free, racking up massive travel rewards in the process. It sounds like a total dream, right? But looking at reports from actual taxpayers, the reality is far more of a nightmare. The risks here just heavily outweigh the rewards. Things don't appear to be working at the moment. That is the exact, incredibly frustrating error message dozens of Travis County taxpayers got when they tried to game the system right before the deadline using third-party bill pay services. People literally tried for days to push payments through, only to be met with this dead-end screen. Which brings us to Section 4, Real-Life Payment Scenarios, Learning from Taxpayer Triumphs and Errors. These anecdotes from actual taxpayers prove that trying to earn travel miles on, say, a $10,000 tax bill can really leave you stranded. Because these bills are so much larger than your typical online purchase, security algorithms frequently flag and block the transaction as potential fraud. And it gets worse. Some taxpayers reported their credit card companies treated these third-party tax payments as a cash advance. That means immediate, daily interest that completely wiped out whatever points they thought they were earning. But on a much more positive note, let's talk about official exemptions. If you fall into one of these specific categories, say you're a senior, 65 or older, a disabled person, a disabled veteran, or a qualified disaster relief victim, Travis County legally empowers you to pay your taxes in 4 installments stretching all the way through July, with 0 penalty and 0 interest. You just absolutely have to enroll before that January 31st deadline. Let's move into Section 5, Frequently Asked Questions. Quick answers for high-stress situations. First up, what happens if your internet goes down and you absolutely must mail a physical paper check on the very last day, January 31st? You might think dropping it in the blue mailbox on the corner is totally fine, but remember that USPS postmark change we talked about earlier? That envelope might just sit in a bin and not get officially stamped at a regional center for 3 whole days. Boom, 7% penalty. So if you ever find yourself in this exact situation, a hand cancellation is basically your only defense against a late penalty. You need to physically walk inside the post office, hand the envelope directly to a postal clerk, and specifically request that they manually stamp or hand cancel it right in front of you, ensuring the postmark legally reads January 31st. Okay, here's another really common question. We saw earlier that ACH and wire transfers have no convenience fee from Travis County. But does that mean they're completely free? Well, the county won't charge you a single dime to receive the transfer, but you do have to do a little bit of homework first. Always, verify your bank's terms of service. Your financial institution might actually charge their own origination fees just for sending the money. Plus, if you use your bank's internal bill pay system, they might actually physically print and mail a paper check to the county on your behalf. And if their processing time causes that check to arrive without an on-time postmark, you guessed it, you are on the hook for the penalty. Finally, Section 6, Conclusion and Disclaimer. Wrapping up your tax payment efficiently. The overarching takeaway here from the Travis County Tax Office is really simple. Skip the physical lines and avoid those unpredictable mail delays. By relying on the $1 e-check method on their official portal, you get an instant, time-stamped email receipt. And that means absolute peace of mind well before the midnight deadline, knowing for a fact your payment is secured and that nasty 7% penalty is completely avoided. As a quick reminder, this explainer is strictly for educational purposes based on the provided source materials. You should always consult the Travis County Tax Office directly for official information or if you have specific concerns regarding your own account. So, with all that said, have you discovered any other completely safe, reliable tips for navigating local property taxes? How do you make absolutely sure you never miss that crucial deadline? Let us know, and remember to always verify your specific account details with the county.